And what's going on YouTube? It's Steve JMO. It is the 8th of October 2019 and it's almost 7:30 at night. It's a little late for me to get on, but you know, I was had about 11-hour day at work today. It's wasn't that busy of a day. It was just a lot of things that just went wrong, but so I was there, just making bacon after work, this, that, and the other thing, and finally got out of there. It was about 5:15, 5:30. I need a haircut, so I went down the little spot where I go to at East Longmeadow. I got a haircut, and going into the haircut, it was just about sunset, so you could see the clouds. They just looked like they were dark. They didn't look too crazy when I was going in there, but when I was exiting there, this is the clouds. These are the clouds that were there. Are you serious? Like, how is that not blatant in your face? Like, yesterday I said that, like, maybe some people don't see it, but how can you not see that? Like, none of this is real. These are all man-made clouds. This is some sort of mist coming down on us, full of barium, aluminum, strontium, this, that, and the other thing. Some sort of potion, I think. You got the chemtrail going in there. Very hazy up top. These clouds are not real clouds either. See what I'm saying? This is about half hour ago, 45 minutes ago. This one's not the best quality, but you can see in the distance, they're just waves of clouds. They're not solid clouds. They're not puffy clouds like we remember as kids and shit. These clouds are completely different. Like, look at that. Spotch, 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 spotch. Line, 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 all the way down as far as you could see. Like, this is a sort of chemtrail. These are different chemtrails. They're all different types of chemtrails. And let's go on Google real quick. Types of clouds. Wow. Where did all of these come from? Because when I was a kid, there was, I think, 1, 2, and 3, but they didn't look like this in the book. Nothing looks like that. Nothing looks like that. These are all new types of clouds. That might be one of the ones that I do remember right there. The thunderstorm cloud, absolutely. So I'm banking on the facts that there was these, and I don't even know. Those are the two that I really remember. The other one could be one of these two, but it's not the right picture, people. This is what they're teaching your children. That cloud, these are all types of clouds, but we all know that they're chemtrails. And how do we know this? Well, let's go to Google real quick. Bill Gates funds. Look at that. Geoengineering research. You know what? Let's watch some of it. See what they got to say.
A newborn can enter the world with a hole in its heart, and an already fragile life can become a house of cards. Now, Abbott has invented the first device small enough to close that hole, in even the tiniest of
they have to say, and I'll intervene when I feel necessary. So,
the record number of fires burning across Brazil's Amazon rainforest has prompted renewed global outcry over climate change and big spending.
Shit. That's why you don't give an asshole
the record number of fires
laptop, because you can't even use it. What the hell? There we go. Alright, so Let's see what they got to say about why Bill Gates is funding solar geoengineering research, motherfucker.
Fires burning across Brazil's Amazon rainforest has prompted renewed global outcry over climate change. And big spending. $5 million from Leonardo DiCaprio, £10 million from the UK. Meanwhile, Bill Gates is backing the first high-altitude experiment of one radical climate change solution, creating a massive chemical cloud that could cool the Earth. It's called solar geoengineering, and it's highly controversial.
How long will it be that countries keep experiencing these climate impacts before someone gets desperate and says, hey, we need to cool the planet with solar geoengineering?
Alright. Who the fuck would ever say that, motherfucker? Like, are you serious? Let's just cool the planet with solar geoengineering. So, let's see how they're gonna do this.
It would look something like this. Thousands of planes would fly.
It would look something like this. It looks like this. That is what's happening, people. Like, are you serious?
Very high and use nozzles to inject millions of tons of light-reflecting particles into the stratosphere. It would create a thin chemical cloud of those.
It would create a thin chemical cloud. So let's get out of here, and you tell me that this isn't a thin chemical cloud. So they've already started this, they're already doing this, and they don't give a fuck about your consent, motherfuckers. That's why we gotta wake up and start giving it to them. Go on YouTube, go on Facebook, go on everywhere. Let them know that we know. You know? That's the only way we're gonna at least begin to start stopping them. Is to let them know we're not just gonna sit down and let them, fucking trap our consciousness, disturb our frequencies. I'm not gonna sit down and let them just do it willy-nilly. I'm gonna let them know that fuck you, but let's see what else these motherfuckers have to say. We're only 48 seconds in. We're not gonna make the full 10 minutes, I don't think.
Particles around the whole planet, blocking some sunlight from reaching the surface. It would mimic a giant volcanic eruption, which we know cools the Earth. Back in 1991,
showing us all these fear porns to get everyone just in a state of fear before nothing happens, So
Mount Pinatubo erupted in the Philippines. It was the largest eruption to affect a densely populated area, creating avalanches and giant mud flows that left more than 700 dead and 30,000 homeless. It also spewed a cloud of 20 million tons of sulfur dioxide particles into the stratosphere. That chemical cloud was hundreds of miles across and reflected about 2% of sunlight back to space. And in 1992, the Earth was cooler than in 1991.
That is part of the mechanism, but you do this in a controlled way.
Modeling studies have found that it could reduce the intensity of heat waves, for instance. Apparently it could reduce the rate of sea level rise.
So it could reduce the rate of sea level rise. I'm watching this live with you, so I don't think I've watched like bits of this before, but not the whole thing. So you're telling me the sea level is rising, but I've gone to the same beaches for 24 motherfucking years, and I sit in the same goddamn spot. You know why? Because the sea ain't rising. If it was rising, I'd be sitting like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 feet back.
Could reduce the intensity of tropical storms.
But it also comes with significant risks and uncertainties.
Things like mass famine, mass flooding, drought, of kinds that will affect very large populations.
It could weaken monsoons in India, China, and Africa enough to affect crops. It could eradicate blue sky.
You start increasing the amount of diffuse light and you have less.
So you're going to spray thin mist layers of clouds seeded with who the fuck knows what? And you're going to say that's going to promote a blue sky. A big middle finger to all of you.
Less direct light, which is the same thing as saying it looks hazy and white.
And if the global community decides it should stop?
So you stop injecting it, and after a year, the cloud is gone, and you get this rapid warming at a rate much faster than you would get if we had done nothing. If you've taken out the greenhouse gases that are adding to the warming, then the temperature won't go up, it'll stay what it is. So if we don't stop emitting greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, we don't try as hard as we can to do that, then there's no point in doing solar geoengineering.
A 2016 opinion poll conducted by the Harvard group doing solar geoengineering.
Did you hear that? Conducted by the Harvard group doing solar geoengineering. So Bill Gates is going to start his own separate little force to do, to do more chemtrails, because we're going to be like, oh, David Keith, he's a good guy. Oh, Bill Gates, that's a good guy. They want us to do chemtrails? Like, oh, yeah, why shouldn't we? Like, they're just brainwashing you people. Like, they put these people on pedestals from the beginning, from the start, so that later down the road, when they make critical moves like this, you don't bat an eye.
Engineering research found that 67% of subjects support its use. One reason this technology is appealing, it's
And did you see the numbers there? 67, what's that leave? 33.
cheap. One study estimates it would cost an average of $2.25 billion globally every year for the first 15 years of deployment. Compare that to the half.
Let's just watch them spray that again. Because, like,
Feeling it's cheap.
you get your 6'6", your 3'3", your 6'7", your 3'3". Now watch this.
One study estimates it would cost an average of $2.25
Tell me that's not a 6 right there. You know? Or the Google thing, you know? The 3.
billion globally
It's crazy.
every year for the first 15 years
There it is again, another 6.
of deployment. Compare that to the $500 billion the U.S. government
So I'm done with this video now, just from all that shit. But
estimates it will cost just the U.S. by 20.
But you see what I'm saying? They're putting all these subliminal, like, demonic, satanic numbers in there. And why would they be doing that? Because they're working for him, motherfuckers, you know? Like, this is fallen angel technology. And, you know, for all we know, these fallen angels could be back now, because people are reporting seeing orbs in the sky that are just spraying chemtrails. They're reporting they see nothing in the sky, but there's somehow something leaving a chemtrail. There's planes that go in and out of, not even focus, just in and out of reality, looking like a hologram. And there's an orb behind it. So this could be, you know, the solar geoengineering projects. It could be. It's definitely fallen angel technology. It's Satan's handiwork, and I think that they're back now spraying the real chem. You know, like because obviously someone got their orders from someone who got them from someone who got them from someone who got them from the man down there. You know, but now if the fallen angels are back, they're just willy-nilly spraying their own stuff. Could be. I'm not saying that's what it is, but it could be. It's just crazy, man. That's how I think it all links in together. But we got some people in the chat. The contrail, they show pictures of the chemtrails. Yeah, man, it's crazy. 69, fuck it. What's up? Tom Corn, what's up? 1969, 50 years. Crazy. Yeah, man. Yeah. Stuff's crazy, but hope you guys enjoy this. I'm about to get out of here. I got work 5:30, 5 o'clock tomorrow morning, so I'm getting out of here. You guys have a good one. Once again, thanks. Like, share, subscribe, or don't. Don't matter. See you later.